Umpire Rod Stokes just waiting for the last of the spectators to get off the ground before the start of the final term, and it is currently 98 points the difference, with Corio well in front. It'll be Rob Walton starting the last term up against King, gets it down towards Ravis in the middle. Galpin, Ravis is there again, had it and got it back towards centre half forward with his right boot. Piatowski, Faulkner's there as well. Oh, running through the middle was Dyer, and Speljack standing in the goal square by himself. Tommy turns around and kicks goal number 3. His third, and a good start for the Panthers. 8-6-54. And Corio 22-14, 146. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, and half a minute played.
And that was a momentary lapse from the defence there, Laurie. Everybody decided they want to go for the ball and just left Svelzik was 30 metres away on his own.
Exactly right. I mean, that tends to happen sometimes, I guess, Eric, but that's not the way you would play against Werribee or Panic-Burn, I wouldn't suggest.
No, certainly not. So umpire Stokes now back in the middle once again. Less than a minute that goal took. Up it goes. Walton this time gets the tap down. Charles tries to get a kick away. Lazarick grabbed her a little bit high, I would have thought, but umpire didn't see it that way. And adjacent to the centre circle, we'll have the secondary ball up. Walton again gets the tap down. Beautiful little handball from Lazarick, but O'Toole went without it. Barry. Finally, the ball comes back to Handley. Back into trouble. Handball comes clear to Ditchburn. Kicks it wide to the flank. Kazuna can't take the mark. At the back there is Gundry. Gundry chips it back toward the centre of the ground. Two players are going half pace. Walton picks it up. Over the top to Barry O'Toole. Has Rivet loose at centre half forward. The handball goes to him. Rivet goes goalwards and unfortunately offline. So that's his first score for the day, Chad Rivet. And it's the first in the last quarter for the Corio side. 22-15, 147. They lead Belpost till 8-6-54. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 2.5 minutes.
Kick in by Rowe, finds Mark Hancock, takes the mark, still inside defensive 50. Goes to the right boot, wide, looking for Moranovic and also Travail. 2-on-1. Moranovic left it behind Rivet, worried him out of it, the big man, and saw it over the boundary line for a throw in.
Gee, it was 3-1 against him there as well, Rivet.
Good effort for the big fella then. He found a yard of pace I don't think he knew he had.
So boundary throw in, Rivet from behind, taps it towards Bolchevic running through the middle, handball over the top towards Davey Bigham, leaves it behind, and getting it away on this occasion was Rowe. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. We'll have another boundary throw in. Other three-quarter time scores, Eric. We've just got the one at the moment, have we?
We've got no. So North Geelong 16-10, leading East Geelong 12-2, and we're still waiting Belmont Lions and West Cricket and Footy Club.
Back in to play here at Shell Reserve. Bit of a high tackle there. No free kick coming, and we'll have another ball up this time pretty close to the boundary line at half forward. The Devils into attack. Rivet gets it down over the back of the pack. Handley picks it up and can run away. Walton meets him. He handballs it over the top towards himself nearly. Faulkner will get there as well. But through the middle, Charles. Handball over the top to Lazarick. At centre wing goes to the right boot. Oh, Barry O'Toole by himself again at 50. Barry goes, just gets pushed as he got the footy away. And it will be a free kick back to Barry O'Toole. He'll be kicking from 50.
There's almost an argument for down the ground, wasn't there, in that decision?
I think Tatey's arguing that point right now. He's arguing with the wrong umpire.
So it'll come back to Barry O'Toole.
Look at number 16 flashing head.
Clifford.
But I reckon Barry might want to get into the positives here. He's 4 goals for. Well, he doesn't, because he passes it to cousin Ricky, who takes a great mark over 3 Belpost Hill players and will shoot for goal from 25 metres out.
Lee Clifford making position in the middle of the ground. I've never seen Ricky in that position not try to kick a goal. And he's quite capable of doing it.
He's kicked 3 goals this afternoon, Ricky O'Toole.
He's got to sharpen his skills too.
He comes in now. And the right boot.
There's not enough applause.
Alright, one behind him. He might want to drag himself for that. 3 goals, 1. I don't think so. 22 goals, 16, 148. Corio and Belpost Hill 8-6-54 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard.
Kick comes in, Rabbis just gets the mark. Tate almost the fingertips got to it. The lead is on centre wing from Simmons. Takes the mark and takes off. Bounces the ball. Runs back into the middle of the ground. Put under pressure, but he's found Travail. Travail handball over the top to Bartolo. Bartolo, oh, he's running into trouble there. Gets a handball forward. Ricky Bigham. Good work there. Gets the foot to the footy. Over to Walker. Walker the handball to
Clifford.
Clifford, was it? And adjacent to our broadcast position, the ball just floats over the boundary line on the full. And the ensuing free kick will go to Simmons of Belpost Hill. John Cousins stands the mark. Simmons looking for options, decides to go on the left foot back to Handley. Handley goes to the corridor. It's looking for Travail. It's over his head. Runs onto the footy. If he can pick it up, he's got a chance. Good shepherd there from Kazuna. Travail goes goalwards and has kicked a behind.
So one behind to Kazuna, and they go on to 8-7-55. Now Belpost Hill, 22-16, 148 Corio. Kick in, Clifford goes up, can't take the mark. Great play though, it falls into his arms of footy. Good enough to pick it up and run away. Give it towards Keating at half forward. Gets around Simmons and chips it over the top to Davey Bigham, who goes up and takes a good mark overhead.
Why wouldn't you?
Three-quarter time. Geelong West Cricket and Football Club 5 goals 5. Belmont Lions 29-15.
That'd be one of their highest scores for many a day, wouldn't it? 29, 30 goals?
Yeah, I'll say.
Go close to top score for the year, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So Davey Bigham will come in from 30 metres out, 45 degree angle, and he's ruined the unblemished record. One behind. And there was silence there because we don't know about that goal umpire. We're a bit wary of him. Some goals are goals and some aren't. So they go to 22-17, 149 now, Corio. They lead Belpost Hill 8-7-55.
Rowe goes for the short chip in. The lead is from Rabbis. He's on half-back flank, picks the footy up, hooks it back towards centre wing. In front there, mark not taken. Ball comes to ground. Only man to keep his feet for Belpost Hill was Marinovic. Chips it forward. Kazuna hooks it back into the corridor. Good vision there because on his arm was Pietkowski, 30 metres from goal directly in front, and Kazuna just hooked it back nicely so that Pietkowski at this time took the comfortable chest mark and has the opportunity from 30 metres out, almost directly in front, to increase the Belpost Hill score. Pietkowski now moves in on the right foot. Fairly ordinary looking kick, and I'd suggest he sprayed it to the right. Gee, that was a terrible kick, Laurie. What did he do wrong?
That was a shocker. He did everything wrong. he was unbalanced. He didn't kick head over the footy.
Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. Corio 22-17, 149. Belpost Hill 8-7-55. We've been playing 8 minutes.
So the kick in came to Lee Clifford. In the back pocket, runs away. A couple of bounces into the middle looking for Barry O'Toole and Ricky Lazarick. They raffle it. Ricky wins it. Gives it away to Rob Walton running past. Lead on from Ricky O'Toole having a rest in the forward line.
Good training drill on that one.
And Ricky O'Toole will shoot from goal from 40 metres out directly in front.
It's not a free kick when you just use your two hands and push the...
well, it's
the ball was within 5 metres, was it?
Yeah, body on body.
Okay.
Fair enough. Bordering on cheating, I think.
So Ricky O'Toole from directly in front, kicked 3 goals, won this afternoon. Kicked 4 goals, won this afternoon. His 4th. And the 23rd for Corio. They go to 23-17, 155. They lead Belpost Hill 8-8-56, and that is on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 9 minutes.
Sort of a delayed reaction from the crowd there. They'd almost waved the goal before the crowd came to attention.
Well, Ricky said at three-quarter time they're going to rotate through the centre. Obviously, his rotation means he goes to full forward. A lot of the clubs rotate off the bench.
Back.
Yeah, well, I don't see a problem with that. I think that's better to be on the ground than off it.
Oh, couldn't agree more.
Well, Barry, take a kick.
Travail picks it up, drives it towards full forward. Phil Boyle. Well, which way is the umpire going to go?
Ooh.
He's going to give the free kick to Belpost Hill. I don't know who it was against. The umpire seems to know, and
against Phil, I think.
So the umpire's a lot closer than we are. I guess I couldn't see it from here, but it is Pietkowski once again. So Laurie, we'll see if he learned anything from his previous kick a few moments ago.
He needs a bit of rhythm in his run-up.
He's going to be kicking from 40 metres out. Distance might be a problem based on his last kick, but he moves in. Well, he's sprayed it to the right. It's starting to come back, but nowhere near enough, so 2 behind in just over a minute to Piatkowski. 8 goals, 8.56, Belpost Hill. They trail Corio 23-17, 155. That's 10 minutes in the last quarter on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
I think it's 8-9-57 as well, I think, for Belpost Hill. The ball has come back in. I think you might have missed one.
Oh.
Sorry, Eric.
That's a bit ordinary.
It's a bit ordinary. You don't do that too often.
No.
So it's going to be a boundary thrown at half forward for the Panthers. Left half forward flank. Rivet in front, gets it down towards Bigham. That's Ricky, gives it to Barry O'Toole off a step to Ricky Lazarick. Handley chops it off, takes a good mark. Turns around, plays on, left foot kick, bangs it back to whence it came. Phil Boyle in front, punched away, good play too. Dyer does well, handball, puts Tommy Sveljek under pressure. Gets a kick away, but it's away for 1 behind. So 3 goals, 1, his personal tally. They go to 8-10-58. Belpost Hill, Cry 23-17, 155.
Yeah, the goal umpire's, what's he doing? Coming out and having a bit of a word to Tommy. Oh, perhaps he might have spoken to
So, kick in by Boyle, goes wide to Lee Clifford. So Clifford plays on from half back, goes to the right boot towards centre wing. Shea Walker, no mark taken, but good second effort by the big man, does well, and runs away.
Shepherd too.
Oh, and kick smothered though by Faulkner. And Walker, can he keep it in? No, he can't now. And it's a boundary throw in or a ball up, one or the other.
I don't want to be too critical, Eric, but that's what Ricky mentioned at 3/4 time. You just can't afford to kick in the men on the mark if it's grand final day. And then when you've got to treat this as such, I mean, that's
Charles put on a very good shepherd to give him a bit of room there. And
he did everything right. His second effort as Jason Core was good, but his kicking the man on the mark was terrible.
And Keating's done the same thing there. Keating took the ball from the tap down, and again, I suppose you give some credit to Belpost Hill. It's very good defensive play if you can actually smother the ball off the boot, and
of course,
give them some credit. They're playing the game certainly right out. 12.5 minutes final quarter, and ball out of bounds, centre wing in front of the change room. Tate doing the ruck work, gets a tap down for Corio. Travail runs through, goes without. Rivet over the top, but to the wrong man, to Handley. Handley off the right foot. He's gone very, very close to the boundary line with that, but it's landed inside the field of play and forced over off the hands there of Faulkner. So the boundary umpire now waits for the football to be returned to him. Walker doing the ruck work against King. Laurie, best players are going to be hard today, aren't they?
They're going to be very hard. I suggest they'll all be wearing a red and white jumper.
So the ball kicked to centre half forward, picked up there by Backley on the left foot, drives it to the goal scorer Phil Boyle, big fist into the football, and gets it over the boundary line, out of the scoring area for Belpost Hill. 13.5 minutes gone, final quarter, 23-17, 155. Corio 8-10-58 for Belpost Hill as the ball comes back in. In front there was Walker. Ball just toe poked along the ground there by Ricky Bingham. He's gained another 25 metres out of the danger area for Corio, and it's out of bounds once again. Slowly but surely moving it away from the defensive area. Ball comes in, Walker and Tate get the ball down, but it's gone straight back to the boundary. Calvin Keating couldn't quite get to the footy. The idea was there, but they still haven't taken it any further away. Gone past 14 minutes now. We've got a stalemate at the moment. Things very, very quiet. Tate, well, almost a fresh air shot, but he finally gets a hand on the footy. A series of handballs for Belpost Hill. Gets it back to Travail. He's gone towards the goal area, but right on the very last line of defence. Rivet puts the big long arms up and has taken the saving mark for Corio. The long clearing kick. It's gone outside 50. Barry O'Toole in the middle of the pack. Strong mark. And Corio have the opportunity now. They've broken clear. Ricky Lazarick is on the wing. He allows Bolchevic to come forward. Nice shepherd from Bolshevik, allows Hayes to get clear. He turns, kicks it high in the air towards centre half forward. In front there was Gundry. Can't take the mark, but good second effort, but handball it straight to Simmons. Ball comes back now looking for Charles. He can't control it. Travail, the ball's, well, that hard turf in the middle. The ball's bouncing very, very awkwardly. Now we've got Stacks on the mill, and, well, the umpire's found a free kick out of that. That is unbelievable. Cockrell, I can see from here, Cockrell clearly trying to push the ball out of the pack, and I think umpire Beveridge just wants to be seen all day instead of only part of the day. So the free kick has gone to, is it Ditchburn? For
Simmons it is.
Oh, Simmons, apologies. So Simmons now, wide to half forward flank. Up high there, mark not taken for Belpost-Hill. Over the top it comes to Bolshevik. Now it's Ditchburn with the football. Handball looking for his teammate in Dyer, but it's Matty King for Corio. Good clearing effort there. Over the top is Simmons, too tall for Cockrell, and takes a defensive mark. Goes to the centre, gets it to Handley. Handley, well, that's a pretty ordinary sort of kick. He's given his teammate there a pretty big task in Rowe, and he's not up to it. The turnover has come. Gundry has the footy. The lead comes from Ricky O'Toole at full forward. I'll just about back him in here. He doesn't take the mark. He's great body work and a bit of experience. And the free kick has gone to Ricky O'Toole. 20 metres out directly in front. The opportunity to kick goal number 5. He's got 4 to his name. 4-1. As Davey Bigham comes back onto the ground. And Ricky O'Toole just clears a bit of debris off the ground and prepares to improve the Corio score. Ricky O'Toole now moves in, right footer, good looking kick off the boot. I tell you what, the goal umpire's drifted across a bit. What's he going to tell me?
Point.
One behind. So that's
bad miss.
That is a bad miss actually. 23-18, 1-5-6 Corio. Belpost-Hill 8-10-58. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard 17 minutes in the final quarter.
Simmons from fullback goes short, finds Hall in the back pocket. Plays on now. Goes to the right boot towards half back. Walton, Rivet, the big men line up. Walton in front, play on the call. Off hands, goes towards Lucas King. Runs away on centre wing, left foot kick. He's out towards Kazina, sits for him on this occasion, turns around at half forward, kick over his shoulder looking for Spelljack in front of Boyle. He plays on, turns around, kicks for goal. Open goal square, Kane Hayes gets back there and takes the mark. In the last line defence for the Devils, wants to switch play. Kicks it over the top for Charles, up against Backley. And Backley beats Charles to the race for the football and sees it over the boundary line for a throw in.
He'd have to be a little bit of a concern, Laurie. Charles doesn't seem to be in the best of form the last couple of weeks.
Last week he got the footy a few times, but this week he's sort of having I think he's one of those players, Eric, that'll drift in and out of the game a bit.
Ball from the ruck contest falls to Faulkner, partly smothered his kick, goes towards Kazina and Spelljack. Kazina in the pocket, ripped off the football. Faulkner's in there, tried to give it to Bartolo. He was ripped off the football as well. Cry defence working overtime, pretty close to the boundary line, and it is over for a throw in the right forward pocket. So they're not giving anything away, Corio, even though they're well in front, still fighting hard for the footy. So it will be, well, you can raffle one of the Corio big men because they're all down there. It's Tate and King in the end. And over the top of it now is Rivet. And they see a ball up about 40 metres out from the Belpost-Hill goal.
So that's probably what frustrates players a bit, Laurie. That umpire Stokes wouldn't give holding the ball. Umpire Beveridge at the other end, the same scenario exactly, paid a free kick.
Out of the contest, Faulkner got a kick away, but only goes as far as Ricky Bigham, who runs away, kicks over the top, draws a play and gets it to Barry O'Toole at half back. Takes a bounce, takes number 2, still on centre wing, draws a player as well, handball over the top to Troy Gundry. Turns around, got a bit of time, goes to the right boot, long towards Ricky O'Toole again, can't take the mark off hands. Dabrowski, Reggie taps it over the top towards Hayes, Hancock taps it on, wants the safety of the behinds, and he gets it. So they go to 23-19.
Bet 157.
157, I think it is, yeah. And bell post till 8:10:58, and that is on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 20 minutes played.
So Handley doing the kicking in for Belpost Hill. Gets it right to the middle of the ground. Good work then. Marinovic picks it up, goes wide to half forward flank. Faulkner can't take the mark, then falls over. Free kick paid, holding the ball. Goes to Bolchevic. He plays on. Well, the kick's not so good. Galpin drops another mark out there on centre wing. And finally, it's over the boundary line. Through centre wing, in front of the change rooms here, with the boundary umpire in possession. Rivet, Tate, King, all head for the throw-in. Tate takes the throw-in, the handball to Walton, over the top to Cockerell on the left foot. Goes towards the forward area. Ball, well, good work there defensively for Belpost Hill. But Charles picks it up, hooks it around. Barry O'Toole's on his own. He's 30 metres from goal and takes the chest mark. I think he was thinking in terms of heading goalwards.
Yeah, I think so. But this is a good chance for Barry to slot one fair through the middle. What's that, 45?
Yes,
40.
Be kicking from 45. And not that much of an angle, perhaps heading towards 45 degrees, but moves in. It's not a bad looking kick at all. In fact, it's right through the middle, and that's goal number 5 for Barry O'Toole. The 24th for Corio. 24-19. That's 1-6-3. They lead Belpost Hill 8:10:58. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 22 minutes.
Yes, it's just going through the motions now, aren't they?
Aren't we?
Aren't we? I'm sitting there thinking the best players. I should be working.
Back in the middle, King gets it down to Travail. Turns around on his right boot, gets around Barry O'Toole, goes to the right foot now towards half forward Faulkner. Can't take the mark off hands, Kane Hayes. Getting across towards, was that a push in the back? No, free kick paid to Piatowski. Kick over the top to Ricky Lazarick. Attacked the footy, didn't take it with him, no. Belpost Hill with the numbers. Faulkner, handball to Travail. Handball inboard to John Bartolo from 50. Goes long to Sveljak. Has to use the body against Boyle. Bit of a task there. Ball, the bigger player. And has he seen it over the boundary line? He has, for a throw in the right forward pocket.
The final score, AFL Port Adelaide 19-11, 125. And he just got home against St Kilda 16-18, 114.
So a bit of a struggle for the power, but they got over the line against St Kilda. Back into play here. Throw in Rivet in front towards Feldjack at the front of the pack. Ricky Bigham goes to Cockerell. They're away here with a bit of space. Handballs it out to Cal Keating, who runs through half back, goes to centre wing. In front, Gundry goes up, tapped away by Simmons, and it will be a boundary throw in on centre wing as the sun breaks through here at Shell Reserve this afternoon. First time we've really seen that. And now we're throwing with King and Tate to the ruck work. Thrown in. King from a long way back takes it out of the ruck contest. Handball chopped off by Ian Cockerell. Tried to break free and get it out. But the handball couldn't do so. It will be another ball up.
Sean Simmons has tried hard for Belpost Hill.
Yeah, has tried hard, although I think when he was on Lee Clifford, sort of set him a pretty big task.
From the ruck contest, Hancock over the top. Travail taps it onto Gelpin. Doesn't take it with him. Tate does. Handball back to Rivet. The big man has to stretch. Handball's okay to Ricky Bigham. Got Kelvin Keating wide. He goes in that direction. Tries to meet it on the half volley. Can't do so. Handley just paddles it in front for Lucas King. Left foot kick by King out wide to Piatowski's okay, and he takes the mark at half forward. Kicks it back inboard looking for Gelpin, surrounded by Devils, one of them Eamon Charles. And he plays on, goes long towards Keating and Barry O'Toole. Barry O'Toole goes up and takes a very good mark against King on centre wing. Wobbly right foot kick towards Lazarick. Bounces straight into Kelvin Keating's arms. He can't take it with him. Lazarick can at the second attempt. Right foot kick.
Where's Ricky? Fell over.
But it has been taken by Rowan. He will clear the player for the Panthers. He goes towards Rabbis and puts him under pressure. Ooh, umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt there with that mark. And he took it just inside defensive 50 at centre half back.
So Rabbis for Belpost Hill. Handball to Simmons, who's running running past. Kicks it wide to the wing. The lead is from Kazuna. Takes a strong chest mark. He earned it too, I think, just quietly. Kazuna has Bartolo out wide, takes the mark and continues on, chips it further forward, and the mark taken on this occasion by Dyer. Inside 50, probably be kicking from 45, an opportunity to increase the Bell Post Hill score. Not a lot of scoring in this last quarter as Dyer, left footer, moves in, makes pretty good contact, but direction astray. In fact, out of bounds on the full. Looked a better kick than that, Laurie, didn't it?
It did look a better kick than that. I'm just thinking they blaze away a fair bit, don't they? I can understand why they kicked so many points last week.
Yeah, so Phil Boyle in the back pocket now, goes right across the face of goal. He's got Ricky Bingham loose, takes the mark, plays on quickly, chips it back into the corridor or toward the corridor. Oh, that's got to be a free kick, umpire. However, play goes on. Handball comes to Rabbis, hooks it round the corner, and the mark taken at centre-half forward by Casuna. Decides he'll play on quickly. Sveljak is on the goal line. He could have shepherded the ball through and allowed the goal, but instead of that, he's taken the mark on the line. And he's probably got to go around on a fairly acute angle now, so perhaps he won't be... oh no, he hasn't been penalised too much. Some umpires will make that angle much more acute, but he pops it over the goal umpire's head for his fourth. 4 out of 9. That's a good effort from Sveljak. 9-10, 64, Bell Post Hill. They trail Corio 24-19. That's 164. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 27 minutes, final quarter.
Well, Bell Post Hill has certainly tried this quarter, Eric, as the coach asked them to try and get the deficit back a bit. I don't know whether the deficit's back so much, but at least they've put some goals on the board.
Yeah, they've kicked 2 goals to 2 goals, so I think Corio might have had a few more behinds, actually.
So, the ball back in the middle, King and Rivet. King gets it down to himself, in fact, does his own roving, left foot kick towards half forward. Kazina and Piatowski both went for the same mark, and Bigham runs away at half back, goes wide, looking for Tate. The big man goes up, can't take the mark off hands. Hancock pretty close to the boundary line. In fact, it's out. We'll have a boundary throw in. So 27 minutes played in the final term. Over 100 points the difference in favour of Corio. Tate from the ruck contest. Keating taps it on. King's there for Bell Post Hill. Wrapped up by Keating. Got rid of the footy straight towards Tate, who runs on with it. Also there Maranovic. Free kick for a hold, said the umpire. And Maranovic will take it at half back. Goes short. Looking for Travail. Finds him. Takes the mark and plays on. Kicks it to the leader. Faulkner goes up. Can't take the mark off hands. Had it Bartolo. Did well. Ran away. Handball inboard to Dyer. Off one step from 50. Sveljak. Tommy, take the mark, son. He can't. And it's 3 for 1 behind. So Sveljak 4 goals 2. And they go to 9-11-65 Bell Post Hill, 24-19. 163 Corio. Matty King kicks in.
King finds Boyle in the back pocket. He hasn't got a lot on offer further afield, but he goes to the lead there of Tate, and strong mark. Tate ahead there of Hancock. Good hands. Handballs to Charles. Charles on the left foot goes towards the centre-half forward position, but in good position there is Ditchburn. Takes a solid chest mark up high. Kicks it back into the centre. Dyer takes the mark, shapes to a handball. Now he just kicks. Little chip, but Matty King read it pretty well. Big punch through to Barry O'Toole, thrown to the ground by Handley without the football. Tripped. Well, umpire gave it over the shoulder, but I thought he got tripped. Gundry got the free kick anyway. He's gotten the lead from, great lead from Ricky O'Toole from full forward. Takes the mark on his chest, 30 metres out, kicking from 35, and as the siren sounds, very short last quarter. Not a lot of scoring done, of course. And we await Ricky O'Toole, the kick after the siren. The umpire making indication of who's where and why. As Ricky O'Toole now moves in after the siren. Good looking kick. No doubt in the wide world where that was going. Right through the middle. His 5th goal. And the 25th for Corio. 25-19, 169, the Corio score. They have defeated Bell Post Hill 9-11-65 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. And that's the final score.
It is, and in that last quarter, Corio kicked 3 goals, 5, while Belpost Hill kicked 2 goals, 5, and it was 25-19, 169 to 9-11, 65. The goal kickers for Corio, 5 each to Ricky O'Toole, Barry O'Toole and Davey Bigham, 4 to Justin Tate and 2 to Lee Clifford. Singles to Andrew Dabrowski, Phil Boyle, John Bolchevik and Matthew Cullen, while for Belpost Hill, 4 to Tom Sveljack and singles to Ewan Hanley, Glenn Travail, Adam Galpin, Alois Kazina and Josh Backley. In the end, it was a 104-point win to Corio, 25-19, 169, and they defeated Belpost Hill 9-11, 65. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the final siren thanks to White Cross Healthcare this afternoon. A wrap-up of the day in football from the GDFL's round 17, the GFL and the Ballerine and the AFL game where Port Adelaide defeated St Kilda. We'll have a look ahead to tomorrow's game between Bannockburn and Werribee Central, the big clash between 1 and 2, and then we'll also have a look at the last round of home and away games for the GDFL in round 18 next Saturday afternoon.